Hello and welcome to my channel. This is The Awakened Jen. Alright, so this is another video in my Q&A series that is all about my tarot beliefs and practices. And today we're going to be talking about what is the difference between tarot and oracle cards. Okay, because I use both in my readings, and I usually just call it a tarot reading. I don't say I'm doing an oracle reading. I use both. So what is the difference? So this is a deck of tarot cards, and then like I've got a lot of my cards over here. This back here is tarot, oracle, 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 then two more tarot decks up here. I've got probably about 6 or 7 tarot decks, because tarot can come in different ones as well. But I have even more oracle decks. So what is the difference? The difference of what tarot is. Tarot will have 78 cards to every deck. So there is a structure to it that all the decks, no matter what tarot you end up choosing, they will all have the 78 cards. They will have 22 cards that are the major arcana. And then they will have the rest of the deck will look like a regular deck of cards in that it is the numbers and the suits, and then it has the court cards as well. So with an oracle deck, they can have different numbers. So like this oracle deck has 32 cards in it. And let's see, this deck has 44 cards in it. Let's see, this one has 42 cards in it. So see, they're all different because with the oracle, it's more about what is the theme that it is telling. So whereas tarot gives you the sort of big picture moments and the archetypes, oracle is more about, it's like just extra wisdom and guidance that's being kind of included into the reading. So I use the tarot to pull out what is the storyline, to tell me what is actually going on in the situation right now, but I use the oracles more as to give the guidance as to what do we need to do with this, and it gives kind of an overall energy to the reading that's just kind of, it's separate, but it still kind of pulls it all together. And so why would you need different tarot decks if they are all the same, as far as their structure, and they would have, each card has the same meaning between the decks as well, so that you maintain that same structure that you have in any of them. Well, because the way that the cards are illustrated can really affect the story that's trying to come out. So like this right here communicates a lot. That is the 10 of Swords in this deck. So let me find the 10 of Swords in some of my other decks, and we can kind of get a visual of how very, very different the decks can read this energy. All right. So the Light Seers, that's the energy of the 10 of Swords. So let's compare the two. This one looks like they're strong enough to walk away, whereas this one, I don't know if he's going to recover. So that is like very different messages that are coming out just based off of the images that you see in the cards. And then I've got this one. Let's see if I can find it in this one. Well, you've got cards like this too, that some decks, they don't give you a lot of like visual to look at, so you really are relying a lot more on the card meanings that you know, or if you take away from colors or shapes or any other kind of messages that you're getting, because I do have a book that says 21 ways to read a tarot card. So it takes you through one card, 21 different ways that you can pull information from just one card. But I find that cards like this they don't help me that much. So I don't connect to decks like this very well, because you just basically have to memorize what are the card meanings, and it doesn't give you much other to glean from, I feel like. So I will get different tarot decks that will speak different energy to me. So here's another one that I have. So this is the 𝐒𝐄𝐄𝐊. So this is a very youthful energy, a very young, innocent energy, where like I find the Gilded Tarot to be very regal, and the Light Seers to be more modern. I connect with that one in a more modern way. I've got this Arcanum. This is a more romantic type deck. So you can just get different readings just based off of the energy that the cards themselves are bringing from the way that they were designed. And then for my oracle cards, it's really based off of what extra guidance am I looking for. So with the oracles, it's just what is the theme that I really am trying to pull from. So like I wanted an ancestor deck so that I could pull messages specifically from the ancestors for ancestor messages. I have my infinite wisdom of the chakras. So this tells us all about, balancing our chakras, which chakra might be out of place. I've got my light workers oracle. This is for your spiritual path. Angels, gods, and goddesses. This is messages from the angels. Whispers of love. This is to help you with your relationship readings. This is the 𝐒𝐄𝐄𝐊 oracle. This is still a very youthful one. I got it really to just do these two together. I don't connect well with those cards either. We have the Astral Realms Crystal Oracle. So these cards, they have a lot of information on them. They have, let's see, a crystal, and then there's usually a word that is connected to the crystal. So this one is direction, and then there is an astrology that's connected to it, and it says 𝐈𝐅𝐄 star. So there's a lot, and this one even talks about the sacral chakra, and so this one brings in a lot of extra information too. And the Work Your Light, this was my first oracle deck, and this is for light workers. True Love. So I have tons and tons. This isn't even all of it. This is just what I have right here. So this really isn't a long message, just because, I mean, that's the difference. There's structure to tarot, but the reason why you would want different decks is because the pictures, the imagery on the decks can give you different types of messages. It can pull out different insight from you. And so that's why it's good to have more than just one. And especially like if the messages start feeling like they're getting old or repeating, it might be time to pick up a different deck, because that way it's new energy that you're looking at and connecting with, and able to pull different storylines out of. All right. I think I'm going to pull a couple of cards You know what? I'm going to pull cards from this tarot deck just to show how you can take, any tarot deck and pull a message from it just because you know the structure of tarot. You do not have to know the deck to be able to pull a message from it. Just if you know, like I said, the basics of tarot. All right, so I love the way these cards feel to shuffle. That's another thing when you're looking at decks. You're going to want decks that shuffle really, really well in your hands. And this one actually does. It's a big deck, but it feels really good. All right, so deep breath. All right. So how can I be more aligned on my spiritual path? Okay. We've got the Emperor. That's about stepping into your power. The Chariot. That is movement and it is victory. All right, so this one's going to get me because those Roman numerals are hard. 7 of hedgehogs. I'm not really sure what the hedgehogs are. So if this is the Pentacles, that means you have a lot of options in front of you. I'll look at that one. And then the Page of Spears. Page of Spears, I would assume, is lining up with the Page of Swords. And the Page of Swords, let's see. That's learning new things. It's learning new things. Okay, let's find the book that went with this and see the messages that came out from the book. So we had the Emperor. That is, though it may be tempting to lose your temper, the Emperor reminds you of the importance of restraints. Now is the time to resist acting impulsively. Instead, make sure you take time to respond thoughtfully to situations rather than reacting instinctively in ways that you may come to regret in the long run. Okay. The Chariot. The message of the Chariot is clear. Stay the course. You're the master of your own destiny now. You will overcome any obstacle in your way, so long as you focus, stay confident, and keep pushing forward towards your goal. Okay. 7 of hedgehogs. Seven of hedgehogs shows you that you're working hard and planning carefully to set yourself up for the future. Making decisions with a long-term focus should be your goal now. Instant gratification is fleeting. Focus on creating solid foundations for future success. So it is what you're working on. It is it's the foundations that you're setting. I actually got that one confused. So it's not I was thinking of the 7 of Cups when I said there were lots of options. This is the 7 of Pentacles is about building that solid foundation. And then the Page of Spears. The Page of Spears represents someone who's eager to do their best, though their lack of attention to detail often creates mistakes, like planting white royal roses instead of red ones. Though blundering, The Page of Spears tries his best and will always try to right his wrongs. Be patient with yourself and use your mistakes as learning opportunities. Okay. So I think that was actually a pretty good message for, what the question was. And as I said, this deck is usually hard for me to connect with just because it doesn't have pictures that are really storytelling pictures. All right, I might pull one oracle too before we call this done. What oracle? Let's see. Let me just use the ones that I feel the most intimidated by. We'll use the 𝐒𝐄𝐄𝐊 oracle. So, what guidance do we need at this time that will help us grow on our spiritual path? All right, so what guidance do we need right now? All right. So we've got card number 26. And that is acceleration. Full speed ahead, throw caution to the wind, and move as quickly as you can now. Make decisions, embrace change, trust your own judgment, and the judgment of your allies. Whatever you've been procrastinating about is running out of time if you want to do it well. Any more delay will only diminish the outcome. Timing is everything, and the timing is right. You may encounter some obstacles, but you'll be able to deal with them swiftly. All right. So the timing is now. It's go time. So that thing that you have been putting off starting, it's time. All right. So I'm going to stop there, and I appreciate you again for taking the time to dig deeper into this with me and understand a little bit more about how I practice and what I believe. If you have found value in this video, I would appreciate it if you would subscribe to this channel. You can hit the bell for notifications, and it will let you know every time I post a new video. If you will comment, like, and share, that will help tell the algorithm to push this message out to other people, and it helps to grow my channel, and I greatly appreciate it. Also, if you are interested in a personal reading, I do offer personal readings. That link is down in the description box, and I offer 30-minute or 60-minute video messages. You do not have to be present. You just have to book it, okay? So you book it. You tell me if you want general, relationship, or career. I'll do the reading, and then as soon as it's ready, I email it to you. All right. So other than that, I hope you have an amazing rest of your day.